Shalom. Welcome to another video. The name of this one, Trumpet, the King of Babylon. And as we all know now that the trumpet is actually assuming his position as King of Babylon, because he came out the other day, making mention that he is the King of Babylon, which he is rightfully so the King of Babylon, because he's the one who is actually running the country right now, right? In the public eye. But we know that he's actually a puppet being controlled by the elites. And he was actually placed in this position by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, to fulfill a purpose, right? When you jump to Isaiah 55:11, actually I'm going to start at verse 10. It reads, "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater." In verse 11, it says, "So shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So right now the world is actually catching up, to the prophecies, because the prophecies, they are being fulfilled rapidly, right? So right now we're in the time of prophesying the downfall of this wicked society, because they have lived deliciously and have filled their belly with the blood of the saints, right? So right now, the king of Babylon, which we're going to call him Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, because that's actually who he is. He is the modern day Pharaoh, right? He is running Egypt right now, right? Now, let's go into Ecclesiasticus 10, and I'm going to go to verse 3. It reads, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall inhabit." Now I'm going to pause here for a bit, because I think I forgot something in the beginning. I'd like to say Kal, Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, and all the teachers of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to all the elect men who's pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalom. And to the Aquath out there who's just sitting back, paying attention, listening, and learning in silence, to you I say Shalom. Now, going back into Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 3, it reads, "An unwise king destroyeth his people." So right now, if you're paying attention, you'll see Babylon being destroyed from the inside out. And we know the final destruction of Babylon is going to be the nuclear missiles. But right now, Babylon is being destroyed from the inside out. It's being destroyed through the financial struggles, inflation, their military being stretched thin, right? Because America, has about over 800 bases across the world, meaning their soldiers are spread throughout the world, right? So their military is stretched thin. Inflation, shrinkflation, their money right now is losing its value, right? So we know Babylon is falling from within, and the people, the poor people, are the ones who are feeling it. But yet you have this modern day Pharaoh, the trumpet, is saying, Don't worry. Your struggles is but for a short time. Struggle now and you'll be good later. But what do you mean? You're taking away the food stamps. You're taking away all the benefits, the Medicaid. You're pretty much taking away everything from the poor people. How are they going to live? Where are they going to get food from? Where are they going to get money from? How are they going to survive? They're losing their jobs, right? How are they going to survive? What do you mean hold on for a little bit longer? Are you going to feed them while they're holding on? No, you're not. You're only feeding your belly and feeding your elite friends, right? That's who you're feeding. Now I want to get into this. Romans 9. I'm going to start at verse 16. Romans 9:16. For it says, so then it is not of him. Okay, Romans 9:17. All right, it says, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but Donald Trump is a spectacle. He's right now one of the most looked upon person on the internet. The EU nations hate this man, right? The Asians hate this man. The Middle Eastern people, like everyone in the world, hate this man right now because he's going against every person. He's going against the people of the Caribbean. He's going against the people of the Middle East. He's going against the people of Palestine. He pretty much wants to evict them from their own lands. And just for that purpose alone, a lot of people are coming against him. You got his allies from the EU nations. They're going against him. Japan is going against him, and them and Japan is like allies, right? So you got all these nations going against him. So right now he's the most popular president, right? He is the most popular president. Why is that? Why? Because the Most High has risen this man up, put him high up there, because his fall is going to be televised. In fact, America's fall is going to be televised. Babylon the Great, your fall is going to be televised. Egypt, your fall is going to be televised, right? It says, therefore, hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, on whom he will hardeneth, he hardeneth. So what does he do? He hardens Pharaoh's heart, made him proud, which is DJ Trump, made him proud, made him boastful, right? Let me jump into this real quick. Revelation 2 and 9. No. Let me get a second. Actually, no, it's not Revelation. It is actually Daniel 7 and 20. But I'm going to read. Yeah, I'm going to read verse. Yes, this is it. Daniel 7 and 20. It says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head. So we know the 10 horns is the European Union, right? And the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell. So the one that came up, we know that's America, right? And whom 3 fell. So the 3 that fell is the British, the French, and the Spanish. So the British, the French, and the Spanish, those 3 nations fell, right? Even after that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, right? Right now, I can, I'm saying, make you see, make you walk, make you use your limbs with, putting a brain chip in your head, right? So these guys are going to pretty much speak very proudly, right? Speak great things. They're going to they're going to do miracles, man, right? Whose look was more stout than his fellows. So when you look at DJ Trump, when you look at these elites, when you look at these rulers in these Edomite kingdoms, man, in America, of course, like they're very proud, very stout looking. Like when people want to travel the world, where they think? They think about America. People leaving Jamaica, the Caribbean, even people from the EU nation, people from Asia. What's their first choice? America, the land of milk and honey, the land of opportunities. That's what it means when it's speaking about being stout, right? Everybody want to go to America. Everybody want to accomplish the American dream, right? But the most I got news for you, because there is no more American dreams, right? That stout look has disappeared. People are now seeing you for who you are, right? Let me go back into Romans. It says, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth, he hardeneth. So we know the Most High is the one who hardeneth these man's heart, right? Just like he did with Pharaoh in Exodus. Exodus 9:13. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say unto him, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of the Hebrews, let my people go that they may serve me, right? So Moses is going to go to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh to let the Most High people go. But guess what? The Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart. Harden his heart. Why? So that he can show his power, so that people can know he exists, so people can magnify his name throughout the earth. Because best believe Pharaoh was known all over the earth at that time, right? Because Pharaoh was Egypt was that stout kingdom, that stout rulership, right? That stout nation that was ruling at the time, right? Just like today, America is that stout and proud nation that's ruling, right? For verse 14, for I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth, right? So the Most High is letting you know straight up, listen, I'm going to raise you up, but I'm going to send plagues upon you, upon your servants, upon your people. I'm going to destroy you and your people, so that the earth can know that I exist, so that the earth can know that there's none like me. This is what the Most High is letting you know. Verse 15, for now I will stretch out my hand, that I might smite thee and thy people with pestilences, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. These things are about to take place in Babylon the Great, in Egypt, in modern day Assyria, in Babylon. And you modern day pharaohs, you're going to be at the forefront of this. You think you can hide? You can't. Right? Verse 16. And in very deed, for this cause I have raised thee up, for to show in thee my power. So there's a reason why the Most High put you in that seat. Before he came into power, he was saying, yo, the Most High is the one who's going to put him there. That's what he was saying. I think throughout his entire campaign, that is the only thing that he said was true. That's actually true. Everything was just him telling the people what they want to hear. But the only thing he said that was true is that the Most High, Yahweh, he called him God, is the one who's gonna put him in that seat. And he was 100% right. Right? And when he mentioned he might be the last president, he knows what he's saying. He knows what he's saying. Right? It says, verse 17, as yet exaltest thou thyself against my people. So you are showing off, boasting, you know what I'm saying, treating the children of Israel like crap, right? And yet exaltest thou thyself against my people. So the Most High gave you all this power, but you come and exalt yourself on the Most High's people, right? That thou will not let them go. That's what you're saying. You will not let them go. Yeah, madman. You playing with the Most High. And verse 18, behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. So we know plagues are going to hit America. Don't know when, but we know it's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's a must. And these are curses, man. These has to happen because the Most High is the one who sanctioned this, right? And these things are going to happen. And then eventually you're going to be taken down, DJ Trump. The trumpet is going to be taken down, right? You're going to lose. It's a must, right? There's a reason why everybody knows about you, man. There's a reason why everybody in the world is talking about you, right? When people were talking about Biden, they were talking about that he was docile, a sleepy Joe. Pretty much they were just making fun of him. Nobody really hated that man, you know? Nobody really hated that man. But look at you. You are the most hated president in the world right now. Everybody hates you. The EU nation hates you. Asia hates you. The Middle Eastern people hate you. The Caribbean hates you, right? Where can you go where people don't hate you, brother? Where? Right? This is Isaiah 14 and verse 3. And this is pretty much letting you know what's going to take place after, right? It says, and it shall come to pass in that day. What day? This day, that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. So pretty much who's going to get rest from thy sorrow? You are living lofty over there, DJ Trump. You and your top elite family, right? You are living lavishly. But the elect over here suffering, you know, going through hell. Every day we wake up sorrow, sad, unhappy, feel like we're we're pretty much the head slave, man, right? And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So the Most High made us serve this hard bondage, man, but him telling us that the day is coming that we are going to get rest from all this bondage, the fear, the sorrow that we were subject to. These things are going to finish. It's going to end, right? Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. So what are we doing? We're here on the internet, on the highways and the byways, and we're taking up a proverb against you. We're speaking out against you. We're chanting down your kingdom. We're prophesying against your wicked society, right? We are who you call the prophets of doom. We are who you call the prophets of doom, man. That's why we're here, right? And say, how hath the oppressor seized, the golden city seized, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, right? The Most High has taken away your rulership. That's what that's saying. Your staff is broken. Your rulership has now been taken from you. And the scepter of the rulers, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, because best believe, when this man came in power after his 1,000-year rulership, 1,000 year in the dungeon, man, he came out swinging. He came out swinging, pop, 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 beating everything in his way, taking everything, right? That's what this man did. He that ruled the nation in anger. Why was he angry? Because he was mad he wasn't ruling for 1,000 years. So he came out swinging, man, and used his weapons, his gift, the sword, to conquer, destroy, murder, rape, kill, plumaged, and destroyed people throughout the four corners of the earth. That's what he did, right? His persecuted and none hindereth. So the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth in singing. Why? Why is the earth quiet? Because when you were ruling, the earth was in turmoil, man. The earth was mourning. The people were mourning. The animals were mourning. The trees were mourning. The ground was mourning. The air was mourning. Right? And quiet, they break forth in singing. So they're happy. They're joyful that you're no more in rulership. They're no happy that the Israelites are ruling. Even though the other nations are enslaved and they're in captivity, they're happy that you're not ruling. Because we are ruling, or we are going to rule in righteousness, man. Right? It says, verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. So since you have been taken out of rulership, no one has attacked them. No one has destroyed their land, their people, their animals. stolen their resources. No one have come up against them. So the people them are at peace because you're not in rulership anymore. Right? Um, let me get one more. I think this is it. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Right? So we know we're going to go through tribulations. We're going to go through trials. We're going to suffer. We're going to be hungry. We're going to go through a lot, man. But Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is preparing us. He's telling us, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Which devil? You Edomites, man. Because then again, you guys own all the prisons, right? It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So these things will take place. You Edomites, you're going to come with wrath, man. It says that woe unto the earth and the inhabitants, roughly paraphrasing, because the devil has come down having great wrath. Right? Let's see if I can get verse 11. It says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Right? So this is speaking only to the elect, because we are the churches. We are the churches. It says, where two or more gather together, there he is in the midst. We are the churches. Not no building. The Most High says, howbeit the Most High dwelleth in temple, in buildings made with hands. Roughly paraphrasing, right? He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh what? The tribulation that's about to come, shall not be hurt of the second death, right? And what's the second death? The first death was through the flood. What is the second death? Fire, man. Nuclear fire. That's the second death, right? And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, and all the teachers of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, salutation to the elect men who's pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.